Yeah, let me break it to Whoopi and to everybody out there, and I'm gonna break it to Rick too. Okay, so Rick's gonna have to hear this too. Okay, if the party you support loses in this way, the way Gore lost, the way Trump just lost, and the way Hillary lost last time,
Right.
you will always say that you want to be sure that your candidate and the one you wanted to win didn't get railroaded.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
and it's nothing but like football. My team did everything right, and your team cheats, and that's the way we are when it comes to politics. So Whoopi, if she was a Trump supporter, would be screaming on The View at the top of her lungs, "This has been stolen from Trump." She's not screaming that and telling everybody to get over it because who she wanted to win won.
Right.
And you know what? Rick would be the same way. You know, but what I'm saying is we have to get to the point that we go, if an election is close like this and there's some things that we raise our eyebrow over, a la Florida when Gore and Bush had their deal. I don't agree that there was anything controversial because I know that Hillary has tried to prove to us that the Russians wanted Trump to win, and we've investigated that pretty thoroughly, and all we found out was y'all put together a false accusation, and you have been trying to overthrow this president that the people duly elected in the Electoral College for 4 solid years. And you guys did things that are obviously illegal, and some of y'all should be in jail, and why you're not, I don't understand it. So pardon us if we think that it's possible, since for 4 years you've been trying to find a way to undermine what you think is an illegitimate presidency, or you don't like this kind of guy. And I would say this to the establishment Republicans too. I know y'all don't like this guy. I know y'all can't believe that the country finally brought a businessman in and disrupted y'all's little, behind closed doors, your sweet little gig that you had there. And I know y'all can't wait for him to go. I got it. I understand it. I don't necessarily agree with it, but I understand. Hey, listen, as my dad taught us growing up, you may get away with it, but I know what you're doing, okay? Don't think that I think that it's raining when you're TTing on my leg. I know that's what you're doing. Now, you may get away with it, and I'm not just speaking to Democrats. I'm talking about to our big, giant, tyrannical government that did not like the American people putting this guy in there and revealing them for who they really are, and how basically we're all chumps in this, and we need to take our country back. I'm talking about the people. I'm not talking about a political party. I'm talking about the people. We sent Trump in and said, can you go in there and kind of just show us what's going on? We've been fed a bunch of stuff by these career politicians and that just keep hanging out there on the government trawl forever and ever and ever. And what do we used to say? Man, a businessman needs to get in there. They don't know how to run a business. So we sent one in, and it really freaked them out. And they hate him. And they hate all of us who did it to them. And so they're going to do everything they can to eradicate this kind of person in government and get back to the career politicians. And frankly, there's people like that on both sides.
Yes, you're correct.
Okay, so
commonly known as the deep state.
Right. The deep state hates Trump, not just Democrats. Deep state, period. They don't like, and just take the word Trump away. Anybody like that? That we send somebody in from the private sector that has not been a career politician, they hate these people. Male, female, black, white, it won't matter. If you send those kind of people in, there's going to be an all-out attempt to remove them. So the fact that that's been going on for 4 years, you'll have to pardon everybody for thinking it might be possible that you finally got him. Now, maybe you didn't. Maybe the people just said, this is too uncomfortable for us. America's been known to do that. We do wild swings. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. For some of you out there that think you've really got something here, if this election stands, midterm elections, watch what happens. The American people sometimes go for someone who's radical one way, and they kind of panic 2 years in, and so they run into the House of Representatives and they flip it. We've done this so many times because really what our founding fathers said: when all else fails, give them gridlock. You'll be better off in gridlock than you will with somebody being able to advance the wrong kind of agenda. Yep. So if all else fails, just throw them gridlock. So and so that's the reason why you're also seeing the current party that claims victory. They don't want gridlock because they know with gridlock they really can't take us all the way to socialism like they want to.